Hello everybody, I'm the HOI4 Game Channel. Welcome back to HOI4 and to a new kind of sub-mod for the vanilla game. It's an Irish mod. It gives them a pretty nice focus tree. A very nice focus tree, actually. Got a nice wee industry tree. You've got your... there's a couple of democratic routes. You've got one where you kind of become a puppet of the UK, which is completely out of the question already, but you can eventually request the return, well, the transfer rather, not the return, the transfer of Ulster. But there is the other democratic route where you could go down and, you know, take a stance, and then do strict neutrality, which, why the hell would you do that? And I don't really want to join the Allies, I kind of want to take over the UK. So we're probably going to go for the Legacy of the Revolution and go for the Corporate Party. Which does mean we're going to be befriending the IRA. And then we're going to go ahead and do the Northern Campaign, which will see us, well, try to seize Northern Ireland. And then we'll probably end up joining the Axis. Then we got some military stuff over here, some more factories, and then some fortifications and everything, and organised defence forces decisions there. So let's go ahead and jump in. I think what we'll go ahead and do first is we'll go ahead and work our way down these first 3 focuses here. Well, 5 focuses. Actually, I should point out we do have 3 national spirits right now. We have the Anglo-Irish Trade War, which we're going to get rid of straight away. The Autonomous Dominion, and then Appeased IRA, which that's not great for the stability right now. But anyways, since 1932, we have been locked in a trade war with Britain because of a good deal of economic hardship that we're only just starting to recover from. For the good of our 2 nations, we must put an end to the conflict. Nice, 70 days to get rid of that. We've got 3 research slots, which is pretty nice. And we do already have infantry equipment 1, so I don't have to research them straight off the bat. We have 8 civies and 1 military factory. I think what we'll do is we'll build another 2 civies, and then we'll start jumping into the military. Got 5 divisions to start off with. One of them's even got tanks in it. So let's go ahead and set that up, and let's get going, shall we? Let's have a look at field marshals and generals. Richard Mackay? I think I've pronounced that right. He can be our field marshal. Tom Barry, Ian O'Duffy, Michael J. Costello, Hugo McNeil, J.J. O'Connell, Daniel McKenna, Tom McGuire. Oh, they've even made a little IRA sympathies. Commander of Republican First Army. He's actually pretty good. I think Ian O'Duffy actually becomes... yeah, he's the fascist leader. So, Emunde Valera, if I've pronounced that correctly, I'm sure someone will point that out if I haven't. He's going to go bye-bye. I don't know if you can get... I don't know if you can get the... lines. Revising the Constitution. We don't have that. IRA losing popular support. We have noticed that the public support for the work of the IRA seems to be in decline, with more moderate views prevailing and an increased feeling of unease about the more extreme and militant actions undertaken by the IRA. As a result, the organisation has been significantly weakened. This made the IRA weaker in the event of a civil war. Okay. Well, what's going to happen is we're actually going to make them stronger. Empowered with integrated, which gives a recruitable population. Nice, and recruitable population factor, reconnaissance, division recovery rate, and stability. We've got an Irish autarky as well, which is pretty nice. Take back the treaty ports. Oh, there's remilitarization of the Rhineland. Pictures flock to the IRA. The IRA have undertaken a large recruitment drive by appealing to more moderate views. This had the dual effect of increasing their strength, but also limiting the influence of more radical ideologies within the organisation, making it more receptive to cooperation with the state. So they become more loyal and stronger in the event of a civil war. So we could go ahead and prepare industrial growth, which does actually build up our civilian factories. Plus 15 for 730 days. It doesn't really matter which one we choose. We can either kickstart the arms industry or prepare the industrial growth, and I'm going to go for this. Civilian industry is the backbone of the economy. If we're to come out of the trade war better off, we must lay the foundations for a thriving civilian industrial sector. We have 18 decisions. Right, that can go away. That can go away. Okay. So, in the Anglo-Irish Trade War, that's unlocked as decisions. So we do still... Alright, doesn't get rid of it straight away. We've unlocked decisions to be able to deal with it. So the grant industrial subsidies. By releasing some funds, we can give Irish industry a small boost to offset the adverse effects of the trade war. Encourage increased tillage. By encouraging the expansion of the agricultural sector, we will be able to provide better for our civilian population. Buy Irish campaign. By encouraging our citizens to buy Irish-made goods, we can expand the market for Irish industry and negotiate some of the effects of the trade war. Attract foreign capital. We cannot rely on trade with the British to fund our industry. We shall simply have to look elsewhere. Grant construction subsidies. By releasing funds to the construction sector, we can encourage further industrial growth. And then, as things stand, British tariffs on Irish beef means our farmers cannot sell their produce to their prime overseas market. At the same time, our industrial growth has increased the demand for British coal, which is equally difficult to buy due to our own tariffs. The solution is simple. By negotiating a deal to allow us to freely sell our cattle to the British, in return for buying their coal, we can start to bring an end to the economic war. Yes, let's negotiate the coal cattle pact. We'll do that first. And if we had 15 civilian factories, if in doubt, we can pay the whole of the land and unities demanded by the British. Though this will be no good to our national prestige, it will at least put an end to the economic war. Okay, let's have a wee look at the IRA decisions in a second. Let's do mechanical computing. So, following the Irish Civil War, the Irish Armed Forces split, with the hardline opponents of the Anglo-Irish Treaty breaking off and forming the Irish Republican Army, a military group of insurgents and irregulars who, beyond the control of the Dublin government, seek to establish an Ireland completely free of British influence by any means necessary. Even this includes undermining the state and waging war in Ulster. Forming a significant power bloc in the Irish politics, they could be both a boon and a curse to the state, aiding in some affairs but undermining it in others. Managing both the strength and loyalty of these partisans will prove a difficult task. The IRA currently has a loyalty of 9 out of 15 and currently has a strength of 9 out of 30. Okay. So we can denounce their actions, which makes them less loyal. Honour the IRA dead, more loyal. Pardon the soldiers, that makes them more loyal and stronger in the event of a war. Or we can imprison some of their associates, make them weaker and less loyal. We can align ourselves with them, which makes them stronger. We can use them against political opponents, which makes them stronger. And then we can recruit soldiers, which makes them weaker in civil war and less loyal. Okay. Anyways, the IRA have undertaken a large recruitment drive. Okay, so more loyal and stronger. I think we actually do want them to probably become quite strong. I don't know what the S plan is. Anyways, legacy of the revolution. The impetus and patriotic feelings of the Easter Rising and the war for independence is lost upon the decadent statesmen of Dublin. They've proven that they lack the will needed to form a truly independent Republic of Ireland, so instead we must turn to the IRA and the political fringe. Weekly stability -1, daily democracy support -0.1 for 180 days. Okay. Right, so we're going to see what happens here with the Coal Cattle Pact. Oh, look at that! We have a little navy, 6 ships. Okay, IRA's getting stronger. The IRA has becomes loyal. Oh, nice. IRA has become relatively close to the state and has proven itself willing to cooperate with us on a number of minor issues. That being said, they are still somewhat reluctant to hand over complete authority to the state and keep us at arm's reach. Nice. So, political power gauge -20 and stability -10. We've got division attack on core territory, defense on core territory up, and recruitment population factors up as well, and a chance of recruiting an operative with the commando trait +25%. Okay, our negotiators have returned to Dublin successful as their British counterparts have agreed to the Coal Cattle Pact, paving the way for us to begin lowering tariffs and weakening the negative effects of the economic war. So -5 consumer goods, +10 construction speed, +5 production efficiency growth, and +20 factory output. Not bad. So, okay, with the economic tensions cooling between us and Britain, we can reach out to negotiate a proper settlement to our grievances and put this economic war behind us. Okay, so these ones are probably always going to be here. These are nice wee bonuses. It doesn't do anything to the national spirits. It's the big decisions that do that. Let's get construction too. I don't think we're making. Yeah, we're not making much political power. An opportune moment. The ongoing abdication crisis in the United Kingdom has left... Oh no, it's left the British monarchy, particularly weak in Britain and elsewhere in the Empire. Within Ireland, the King has a representative within the Governor-General who is able to wield a limited amount of influence over both our domestic and foreign policies. Naturally, as a prominent vestige of British authority and loyalty to the Crown Commonwealth, the position is not well liked by Republicans and the members of the Fianna Fáil in government. I don't think I pronounced that correctly. They have suggested that this crisis in the British monarchy is the perfect opportunity we need to go away with un-Irish oaths of loyalty to the King and influence of the Governor-General, though more moderate politicians already decried following such an action. Yes, let's do that, because it modifies... Yeah, that was a good choice. Nice! I like how it's got little unique events. Okay, we've done Legacy of the Revolution. I have a funny feeling they actually spelled Revolution wrong. Yeah, they have here. They put an I on it. Revolution. That's supposed to be a U. They got it right there. Actually, nope, they got it wrong there as well. Oh well. The Corporate Party. The inheritor of the ideals of the Blue Shirts, the Corporate Party seeks to reclaim the spirit of the Easter Rising. No longer constrained by the moderates of Fine Gael, they have the will to take the fight to the British and form an independent republic where the Union Jacks shall not fly anywhere on our island. Yes, we get political power, which is good. We can use that. And gains green shirts in the March, which gives us daily fashion support 0.1 for 90 days. And Gerald O'Koenigan becomes an advisor available to us. Yep, the fascist one, of course. And Peter O'Donnell would have become available to us if we had done the opposite choice there. Okay, I've got a popular figurehead. Probably get Douglas Hyde. And Sean Lemass will definitely be joining us as well because he's a captain of industry. And probably Frank McDermott, silent workhorse. We'll probably use the fascist demagogue to begin with. So we'll probably strike the United Kingdom when they're at war with Germany. But then again, it depends what they're doing here. They're changing the course. Because the King's Party could result in them joining the Germans. It'd be better if they go communist or organise the Black Shirts. They could do the non-interference treaty with Germany, to be fair, but they barely do that. They always go for the alliance. They always do the alliance. So what are our templates currently? Not great. Absolutely pathetic, really. That is awful. Games of the XI Olympiad. Good old Olympics. 11 out of 15, nice, and the strength's 11 out of 30. I don't think I really need to choose any of those decisions because we are going to be just making them stronger and more loyal anyways. The autonomous dominion goes here. The higher support your chosen party has, and the higher the IRA strength, the less likely remain democratic supporters will be able to form a resistance. Oh! Okay, maybe we do want to continue to befriend them then. Let's go ahead and court the IRA. The IRA have long been known to be sympathetic to the political doctrines sidelined by the Dublin government and serve as a natural ally to a political movement seeking to overthrow the decadent Dublin officials. We should negotiate their support for our upcoming takeover. Unlocks the decision to court the IRA. Okay. Anyways, let's negotiate the Confirmation of Agreements Act. Let's start that. It's going to take 70 days. The Spanish Civil War is underway as well. And Pierre Laval is here. Oh. Got a major recruitment drive, greatly increasing the numbers of both active soldiers and supporting agents. That's fine by me. Yeah, so we have they've revive the national bloc, so they could be going down here and, you know, confirm their Eastern commitments or buy time. We'll see what happens. I've never seen them do the stress up front. Never seen them do it. Not in the vanilla game, anyways. And they might utilise the leagues. They could go fascist or even, you know, monarchist, which they seem to do a lot now. In my games, personally, I think that's what's going on. I'm possibly wrong, and it might not be the case for everyone. Alright, concentrate industry and mechanical computing's done. I'm going to go ahead and start working on spear firepower, and let's go ahead and grab radio. Turkey remilitarizes the Turkish Straits. We'll see what happens down here at the Bosphorus. Will Greece come out on top? Will Bulgaria come out on top? Or will Turkey come out on top? Or will they all lose and die? Funny feeling it could be the last of those. Could do with getting their strength up a little bit higher. This will increase it. So I might go ahead and... strong in the event of so that gives stability as well. Yes. Let's do that one. Now, manpower could be a bit of an issue for us. It could cause us some issues. So what we're actually going to do as well now is start working down the industry part while we wait. Oh, we do actually have the support we need for that. Oh, they're going communist. Base stability minus 40%. How about no? Let's do the Irish Economic Advancement Act. Despite gaining our freedom, the economy of our fine island has laid stagnant for quite some time and is even, in some places, decaying. With the passing of the Irish Economic Advancement Act, the IEAA, the Dáil can address, I don't think I've said that right, can address this vital issue. Ireland may be small, but our people are industrious, and our cities have plenty of room to grow. So political power plus 50 unlocks the Irish Economic Advancement decisions against the event the Irish Economic Advancement Act. The end of the Anglo-Irish Trade War. With the confirmation of agreements acts signed into being by the British Parliament, the Anglo-Irish Trade War has officially ended, and our trading companies are once more free to import and export goods across the Celtic Sea, with all tariffs being lifted by both sides. Fan Dabby Dozy. Which means we have 5 subbies building away. They're revisiting their colonial policy, which they have to do since they're going communist. And the trade war is over. Happy days. So we don't have great relations. Obviously, they hold our core provinces. Ah, the IRA has been empowered. The IRA drawing closer to the state than they ever have before. They have started to undertake a small number of official duties alongside the Garda Síochána. I don't think that's right, dude. We now enjoy close cooperation with them and a great amount of loyalty. So we get political power gain plus 20, mobilization speed plus 25, 15 recruit population factor, daily command power gain multiplier plus 50%, and strength and resistance efficiency plus 25. That is looking hella nice. Plus 30% recruit population. And we're not even on the highest level because we can integrate them, which gives another plus 10. We're going to have plus 40 recruit population factor, which is going to be nice because we're going to need the manpower. So what we'll probably do is we'll continue working on the economy until we've kind of destroyed the democratic support, because I really don't want to lose. Oh, it's only minus 20 stability now. See, I don't want to lose a load of stability. Gains national spirits. My legacy of revolution gone. Political paramilitaries, which grants division minus train time minus 10, recruit population factor plus another plus 15. Oh my days. Stability minus 5, but a Catholic state gives us plus 10 stability and ideology. Drift defense. Okay, I'm liking how this is going. We're getting rid of the negative stuff affecting us. It's going to be nice to get rid of the autonomous dominion. That'll obviously go in a year's time. And we're about to finish the Economic Act, so probably going to go ahead and do the industry for Ireland, which gives it an event, but also 3 civies. Choices you make here will affect the other focuses in this branch. Oh, I like that. So, with the completion of the Economic Advancement Act, we have everything prepared to set a priority for investment and advancement. The question remains, therefore, what should benefit first? Focus on industrial construction projects, which gives us the IAA annual focus, industrialization, which grants plus 5 construction speed to both military and civilian factories. Or we can do the research and development focus, which gives us plus 10 on the industrial research speed. Efficiency and production techniques, plus 5 on efficiency cap and factory output. Or electronics. I'm going to go for the construction. Why wouldn't you go for the constructions? Anyways, our civilian industry has an enormous potential for growth. There is a major unemployment problem in our nation, with many families too poor to regularly feed themselves. By revitalizing our industry, we can both create new jobs and improve the economic strength of our nation. It's interesting. Choices you make here will affect the rest of the tree. That is going to be very interesting to see how that unfolds. Oh, we can actually swap our focus whenever we deem necessary. Election. Fascists in the government. Rather them than the communists. Nice. Let's get that support up. We're up to 40%. Which is nice. They are well and truly loyal. That's good. We just need to kind of get their strength up a little bit more. Oh, it actually shows it being green now when we actually make them stronger rather than it being a negative. Foster IRA sympathies in the army. Michael J. Costello gains IRA sympathies. Do we really need him to have the sympathies? Does it actually do anything to them? No, there's only a couple of them. I guess it would maybe make... Oh, do you know what it probably means? Is that... oh, they're losing support. If you do that, it probably means if you're going to civil war, they'll stick with you. So, I don't think I really need to do that, but I'm going to do it. Let's go ahead and do that. 30 days. And then, let's go ahead and... yes, let's gain some stability as well. Just want to keep them empowered and loyal and just get that strength up just before I do the next focus to actually... I think that flips us, doesn't it? Yeah, the PNC becomes our own party. We don't lose any stability now. We could go ahead and do it. Take by the treaty ports. Munster and Connacht. And I may see this as a cause enough to declare war. I don't understand why that would potentially, you know, cause war. Oh, there's Aragon popping up. The anarchist uprising in the Spanish Civil War. Hey, what the hell do you have some of that land for? Interesting. And some of Spain's divisions being cut off there. Let's start working on support weapons 1. France, what have you decided? You look like you're going communist and all. The Bulgarian government supports the IMRO. Industry for Ireland. We prepare the state bureaucracy and governmental infrastructure to facilitate the goals laid out by the Industry for Ireland project. The question remains, however, how much we want to commit to this new project as a start investment. Let's go ahead and make a huge investment to ensure all future projects have more than enough funding, which puts us hella in the negative, but I think it's completely worth it. And what we'll do is we shall go ahead and seize the Republic. The time has come. We shall wait no longer. The IRA in tow, we shall march on Dublin and demand that control of our government be handed over to us, so we can forge the independent Republic of Ireland and honour the memory of the Easter Rising. The higher support you have for your chosen party, and the higher the IRA strength, the less likely remain democratic supporters will be the form of resistance, which indeed they cannot. And we get the PNC's own power. We gain 2 national spirits, and we lose the autonomous dominion, which means our political power growth will be back up a little bit, which is nice. It's already at 0.73, so hopefully we get 1 a day when we're doing a focus. We do then need to start hella working on our industrial sector for, you know, just the military. I need the research support equipment. That's not good. Anything else exciting going on? Japan? Are you sticking with the... I don't know, it doesn't really show me, but I'm guessing you've purged the Kadona faction. And there's Mexico in the Civil War. Gai de Zaibatsu, which is indeed in the historical route. The Sarostat alcohol factory, I definitely haven't said that right either. Following the commencement of the IFI initiative, the Irish Department of Industry and Commerce has decided on perhaps a rather obvious choice to kickstart Ireland's industry. Alcohol! Yes, good old alcohol. Get the Guinness factories open, boys. Ireland has a long and proud tradition of producing Irish whiskey. Oh well, and that. We'll get the whiskey factories going, but much of the production is done in small family-run distilleries throughout the countryside. They propose that development will open up several alcohol factories and produce some much-needed employment for our nation, but the location for the development has yet to be decided. Only that it should be in one of our less industrially developed regions. Connacht, they need the jobs there, or Munster, they benefit the most from the profits. So Munster's in the south there, and then you've got Connacht here. Galway's there, but Cork's... Let's go ahead and go for Connacht. Let's go. I don't know if I've even pronounced that province right either. Apologies to any Irishmen watching. Oh, no. Okay, so we have the Mizumori and Japan's going after China. And the Hindenburg's going as well. Marco Polo Bridge incidents. Aragon is losing quite badly to Nationalist Spain, and Nationalist Spain's actually doing really good. But they are doing the supremacy of the Commune. They're going to be starting that. The fascist board is going to start civil war soon. Just when you think they're doing well, probably going to bottle it. Oh, yep. What did I say? Carlist uprising, and it's disgusting. They do have the most divisions, though. So they do have a nice wee upper hand here. They have a lot of... Oh, the pints are calling. The construction of the Sudderstadt alcohol factories have finished, and now the nation can enjoy the benefits. The factories have not come without their expenses, but there's no doubt that they'll be good for the public morale as well as the economy in the long term. This is getting far too expensive. Why would I not take the 3 civilian factories? Let's do it. Give me them factories. 70 political power to get 1 villain slot and then one of the following. 20% chance for each of them. Okay, we have flipped. I think what we should go for next is... let's see. Agricultural reform drive. I do quite fancy going down here and grabbing the military industry, just getting a couple more factories going. Oust the Remnants. Oh, Oust the Remnants is not too bad. So let's go ahead and do an Empower the IRA. We care not for treaties with the British and should reward those who continue to fight for a free Ireland when even their own government told them to lay down their arms. By empowering the IRA and establishing them as a branch of the National Army, we can reunify the Irish armed forces and benefit from their expertise in the long fight against British tyranny. So yeah, that's gonna continue to improve that, make that national spirit even better for us. And now, of course, we do have these 2 national spirits as well. Of course, we're losing this one soon. Yep, we have seized the government. Ian O'Duffy is here. And we have a different flag as well. Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave that episode there. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I shall be back very soon for another episode. Until then, take care. Cheer bye. Bye now.